Well, across the United States tonight, something unusual is happening. Homes are lit, laptops are open, work is continuing, but suitcases, they are untouched. Indian immigrants, tech professionals, doctors, engineers, people who once flew freely, they are now choosing not to move at all. You're watching TimesXP. My name is Dhriti Athri, and we are not talking about across the borders. We are not talking about across the states. Sometimes people are not able to move even across cities. This is America 2025, ladies and gentlemen, and immigrants, they are staying indoors by choice. Why? Because one wrong tip, one airport check, one unexpected question, it can all change every single thing. Let me take you inside this new reality here, a reality shaped by fear, shaped by policy, shaped by uncertainty. There's a girl, her name is Shikha, though we are not showing her face because of privacy reasons here, but she's 30 years old. She's an IT professional. She lives in Texas, and that too on a valid H-1B visa. For 2 years, she hasn't seen her parents in India. There's a girl in the US named Shikha. Due to privacy reasons, we are not showing her face. She's 30 years old, an IT professional, lives in Texas, and that too on a valid H-1B visa. For 2 years, she hasn't seen her parents in India. This winter, finally, she booked her tickets. She leaves from Dallas, lands in Mumbai, hugs her parents, celebrate festivals, come back to work. Everything here, it was legal. Everything was in order. And yet, she cancelled. Why? Because the noise got louder here. More scrutiny, more vetting, more delays, and more horror stories. Her father, sitting thousands of kilometers away in Mumbai, he made a phone call. He asked her, "Don't travel. There's too much uncertainty. We can wait. Your job cannot." Now, this is not one family story. This is thousands. And it's not just international travel that we are talking about. Here's the shocking part. Immigrants are now afraid to travel within the United States. Yes, domestic flights, road trips, holiday travels, all avoided. But why would anybody fear traveling inside the same country? Because of data. Because of data and surveillance and sharing. According to 2025 survey of immigrants by one of the Family Foundation and the New York Times, 27% of immigrants in the US, nearly 3 in 10, deliberately avoided travel this particular year. Not because of money, not because of time here, but because of fear. Deep digger. The numbers, they get darker. 32% of lawfully present immigrants avoid travel. 15% naturalized US citizens did the same. Among undocumented immigrants, a staggering 63% stayed put. Can you think about that? Even people who are legal US citizens, they are carrying passports while traveling. And that too inside America. So the bigger question is, what changed? Well, behind the scenes, something big happened. The Transportation Security Administration, TSA, began sharing domestic passenger data with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Passenger manifests, travel records, in fact, movement trails. For the first time, domestic flights entered the immigration net here. Now, this is new. This is unprecedented. Earlier, immigration enforcement largely stayed away from domestic travels. But not anymore. As one KFF analyst openly warned on LinkedIn that with TSA sharing passenger data with IC immigrants, avoidance of travel will only increase here. And it has. Now add the H-1B chaos here, because for Indian professional, the pressure is even heavier, right? Since July, policy after policy have landed, and that too really hard. Well, let me break this down very clearly. First blow, July. The United States Department ended remote and third country visa renewal. Let me simplify this for you. If you need stamping, go back to India. Second blow, September. A new executive order, a jaw-dropping $100,000 fee for new H-1B application. And then comes the third blow, December. Expanded social media screening. Basically, your posts, your like, your online opinion, all under the scanner. And the result? Total chaos. Embassies overwhelmed. Consulates rescheduling interviews. December 2025 appointments, they are pushed to 2026 and some to 2027. People flew out legally and they got stuck abroad. Jobs lost, families separated, lives paused. And that's where the warning it came. Immigration lawyers spoke up. Tech giants like Microsoft and Google, they issued advisories. Messages are very blunt. Do not travel unless absolutely necessary. Even visa stamping is risky. You could lose your job. So, immigrants, they are now adapting because there is no other option for them. No weddings, no funerals, no festivals, no family emergencies, just Zoom calls and a little bit of hope. Now, this is the hidden cost of policy here, not just deportations, not just the numbers, but everyday fear. Fear that turns freedom into hesitation, mobility into stillness, dreams into calculation. Today, immigrants are not asking, where should we go? They are now asking, is it safe to move at all? And that tells you something really, really powerful. When even legal immigrants and naturalized citizens are afraid to travel, this is no longer just enforcement, this is a climate of uncertainty, of silence, of staying invisible. For now, staying home feels safer than flying here, and that, my friends, is the real story.